Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica, and today I have a new episode of Clone Wars. This is a series that my girl Amanda and I had started a while back. I think it was last summer. I'll have to link that somewhere in the cards, and I'll definitely have our playlist at the end of this video. Anyway, we started doing this because there were so many palettes coming out fast and furious, and it really was not feasible for us to buy them all. Partially because we had been noticing that some brands were like duping their own colors, and we already had palettes with very similar colors in them, even if they were spread out throughout palettes, in our singles, what have you. So we decided to start seeing if we could shop our own stash and if we had those same colors in our collection already. Hi, buddy. My son is coming in to visit, so you may hear him in the background. Anyway, so yeah, we've been doing this several times a month, and we're kind of getting to the point where we're doing it once a week, and there's still a ton more stuff coming out, and we don't do all of them, but we try to do the ones that are either requested, really hyped up, really popular brands, so on and so forth. So today we are doing the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette. I know this was pretty hyped up. We got a sneak peek there a while back, and we were really looking forward to seeing what that whole palette looked like. It is a very pretty palette, but I think I can dupe it from my stash. Not exact, mind you, but close enough that I feel like I could create very similar looks as if I had that palette. I do believe that Yana, who is 20-something messes on Instagram, is doing this on her Instagram page. And if she is, I'm going to link her down below along with Amanda's channel. So go check both of them out. And let's get into this palette dupe. I will have a picture of the palette somewhere up here on the screen. And I know you're going to be shocked. I know you're going to be shocked. I have done this entirely with Coastal Scents eyeshadows. I know. Take a moment to get over your shock. It's true. I used all Coastal Scents eyeshadows. Some Hot Pots and some from my 88 palette, which you guys see frequently because it's very colorful. And that's the joy of having a super colorful palette. I don't need a lot of other palettes because there's a lot of color in this bad boy. Look at all that color. See it? Yeah, there's those pops of color palettes where it's mostly neutrals and just a few pops of color. I don't need, I got plenty of neutrals in this palette. I got tons of color. And here's my kid. Here's little Batman. You gonna come say hi?
I'm Wolfman.
Oh, you're Wolfman today.
Yeah.
This is Wolfman. Sometimes Batman, sometimes Wolfman. And sometimes he's Bumblebee from Transformers. Just depends on the day. All right, go play, buddy. Mommy's going to dupe this palette, or attempt to. All right, let's start at the top left like I always do. That first color is Parched. I went into the Coastal Scents 88 palette that I just showed you, and I chose this shade right here. I'm going to attempt to swatch left-handed so I don't have to take off my watch because, well, I don't really want to. So I'm going to swatch that right here because I always run out of room, and I always ask myself afterwards, why did I not start on my hand? So there is my dupe for Parched. Moving on, we have Taste Buds. And I have a Hot Pot in Petal Peach. Let's get a good swatch of this one. And there is my dupe for Taste Buds. Moving right along to Bitch. And that's the way he said it in the video. I don't generally like to use that language, especially with my child in the room, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm sure it's not the first time he's heard it on movies and stuff like that. I mean, he does watch Transformers. All right, so I'm not gonna say the word again, but this is my dupe for that color. Right there, and I used Aurora Orange. All right, moving on to Kumquat. I used the Coastal Scents 88 palette. Again, I chose... Okay. I chose this shade right here. And let me give you a swatch of that one. My kid wants to watch Wolfman. What are you going to do? All right. There is my dupe for Kumquat. A little powdery.
Wolfman's scary.
Wolfman is scary, bud. Okay, and my dupe for the last one on the top row is Stroke. I chose Paprika. And let me give you a swatch of that one. The middle row is going to be very fun. It's a lot of metallics, like glittery metallics. And that is my dupe for Stroke. All right, moving on to the middle row. The first one is Divine. I went back into the 88 palette and I chose this silver right here in the corner. And I was surprised at just how metallic this is for a very inexpensive palette. And that is my dupe for Divine. Moving on to Filthy Rich. I chose Aluminum Taupe. And that is my dupe for Filthy Rich. All right, next is Lick. These are some interesting names there, Mr. Jeffree Star. Lick, I have chosen... Silly kid. I have chosen Golden Sienna.
Ooh.
All right. That is my dupe for Lick. All right, let's go on to Snatch. I have chosen, this is HPME04. I will put on the screen what this is. I honestly do not remember what this is called. That's how long I've had it, before they even had names on them. And that is my dupe for Snatch. And the last one in the metallic row, also known as the middle row, for Plunge, I have chosen Burnished Wine. And that is my dupe for Plunge. All right, the last row I'm going to tell you is all out of this Coastal Scents 88 palette. And the first color is Subtle, which is a very subtle, like taupey brown. I have chosen this shade right here. And let me get you a swatch of that one. That one's a little powdery. Let me get another swatch because most of it just rolled right off my arm. There it is, Subtle. The bright color in this one is Quench, and that is a bright canary yellow. I have chosen this shade right here. And let's get that swatched. I love this yellow. Yellow is my absolute favorite color, and this one is super pretty. And there's my dupe for Quench. Moving on to Submerge, which is a bright blue, like a turquoisey blue. I have chosen this shade right here. Let's get you a swatch of that one as well. Again, these are a little powdery, but the color is there, the pigmentation is there, and these are easy to build up. So I am okay with using a lot less expensive palette for that. Moving on to the next to last color, that is Splash. That is very similar to Submerge, only it's slightly more green. It's more teal as opposed to turquoise. Okay, for Splash, I have chosen this color right here. Like I said, it has a little bit more green. Sorry, I had an interruption there and I kind of lost my place in the palette. And there is my dupe for that. You get a little extra swatch there because, like I said, these are buildable. So that is my dupe for Splash. And the last one is Drizzle, which is kind of like a medium red-brown. And I went into, let's see, I think it was this shade right here. Yes, this one right here. I'm kind of upside down. No, it was this one right here at the bottom. Sorry, I got a little mixed up. That's what happens when you have a 3-year-old distracting you. And that is that shade right there. I know this was a little haphazard, having a little visitor in the room, but, you know, mom life, you do what you gotta do. So that is my dupe, my Clone Wars dupe of the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette. Again, this was all Coastal Scents shades, either from my 88 original palette or from Hot Pots. And I really feel like I could get a very similar look from what I already own. So I will not be buying this palette. I do like the shades. I think it's very pretty. I think I could create a lot of interesting looks with this. So I'm going to have to try that one of these days. What do you guys think? I know it's not exact, but I did keep the formulations the same. The metallics were all metallic. The mattes are all matte. So the formulations are the same there. But I think I did pretty good. I'm okay with this one. Go check out Amanda. Go check out Yana. They're going to be linked down below. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you in my next video, have a beautiful day.